darling, and bring me some ice, will you? If this weather keeps up, we should take off and find a stretch of beach somewhere. I'm melting.
Australians are all out for 250 minutes. The last wicket fell a few moments ago, leaving England with...
You've got yourself a bad one, Frampton. Particularly bad.
What do you make of it?
Doesn't appear to have been any sexual assault. Dislocation of the cricoid cartilage with antero-posterior tracheal compression, causing asphyxia.
He kills her, then he wrecks the place, huh?
Well, we both know what that means, don't we? I'll send in my report as soon as I can.
Thanks.
What did he mean?
How would you like a nice, long, cool drink? I mean, a large pint now would slake your thirst, wouldn't it, I'll bet?
I suppose.
I thought so, yes, yes. He kills her, you see, but it wasn't enough. No. He still had enough going for him to want to wreck the place. That's what he meant, son. Our killer's psychotic and insatiable.
Of course, when we went in, the spring was only just beginning. Now, careful. I'll watch it. There you are.
Oh, you can't keep a good girl down. She practically crawled her way out.
You must come by and fill me in on all the latest scandal.
Just as soon as I can. Great to have you back.
Bye.
Bye.
Such a relief to be out of hospital, I can't tell you.
You've been away far too long.
You couldn't have chosen a lovelier day. How did you do it?
I just picked up the telephone and dialed for a heat wave.
I've put the luggage in the bedroom, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Mrs. Marshall. I do like your hat.
Thank you.
If there's anything I can do...
You know the two worst things about being in a hospital? This weather. My first chance to get a suntan in London, and me in bed.
And the other?
They had no air conditioner. Yesterday I thought I was being poached. Oh, it's so cool here. But then it should be the rent we pay. Say, did that good-for-nothing janitor of ours fix the waste disposal?
They did!
I owe you money. Remember, I bet he wouldn't be able to. Oh, Derek, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Would you take my things, love? I hope you don't mind that I don't have my wedding ring on. It's just that it catches in the chair. And could you see if you put the luggage in the bedroom?
Please stop prattling. You've been doing nothing but prattle, prattle, prattle all the way here. Just relax. Enjoy it.
Oh, I am so glad to be home. Gosh, I missed it all so much. Champagne.
The doctor said you should have this twice a day before meals. Well, why not? It's purely medicinal. It's not every day that a man welcomes his wife back from the dead. From the almost dead. I would have died, too.
Who's that?
Hello, Hello, come on.
She home? Yes, come in.
Sandy, how good to see you, how young you look. How
Whoa!
We'd known you had a whole florist in here.
Just in time for the champagne.
Lovely.
You look so well, doesn't she, Spirit?
magnificent.
You look terrific.
Now, look, don't worry. They told me I'd be out of this chair just as soon as my back is healed. They promised. Better, I promised myself.
Thank you.
Darling?
Well, we would have come to see you more often, but Spirit has been so busy. You know what men are.
Oh,
Anyway,
thank you. Tell me, will she really get out of that thing?
Oh, yes. They practically guaranteed it.
Remarkable. The car was almost cut in half, wasn't it?
I'd rather not talk about that.
These clothes are out.
completely.
Hello?
Hello. Who is that?
This is the marshal's flat. Who did you want?
Hello.
Well, either that thing isn't working or someone pressed the wrong button.
It happens all the time.
Oh, no. It could be it isn't working. Our lovable, useless janitor Bartlett. I'm going to have to complain about him.
Derek, I was just saying to Sandy we're flying over to the villa next weekend. I see so little of Spiros lately. He's always out making these mysterious deals.
Mysterious?
Oh, well, you do keep the most extraordinary hours, darling. Anyway, it's a way of pinning him down. Why don't you two come over and help me keep him there? Even if it is only for a few days.
Yes, my pilot can fly you back.
I'd love to. Could we, darling?
Maybe, if you feel up to it.
But I feel fine.
Of course you do. And it'll do you the world of good. Both of you.
Well, we'll see.
Bartlett, the ventilation system's not working again in flat 1A. Can you come and see to it? Bartlett? Bartlett, are you there? Bartlett?
Next weekend, a public holiday.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, please, darling.
Sandy, I must say that I envy you. I would pay $250,000 beautiful dollars for those.
I don't find money beautiful, Spiros. Only useful. Can you buy me out of this chair?
I like that, Sandy. That's good.
Yes, that's very good. Cheers.
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 Dislocation of the cricoid cartilage.
2 this time. Throttled.
Well, I told you, lad. Insatiable. And the whole city is oyster. He can go anywhere he wants. And we don't have a single lead on him.
We're always assuming it is the same man.
Ah, leave it. No.
Oh, it's the same man, all right. Same digital impressions. Extremely powerful mandibles.
Anything else, then?
No. Unless you want my theory.
No. I've got enough theories of my own. Thanks, Doc. Thanks.
What kind of theories?
I was lying to keep up appearances. I don't have any theories at all. Except one.
What's that?
He'll do it again.
Hello, miss.
Oh, hello, Bartlett. I saved these for you.
Thank you very much, miss. Another nice day again, eh?
Yes.
I like weather like this. All the girls come out in their pretty flimsies, don't they? I like weather like this.
Oh, by the way, my hot water tap's playing up again. Have a look at it for me, will you?
Certainly, miss. I'll see to it. I could come up and see to it now, if you like, miss.
No. Some other time will do. It's the one in the bathroom.
All right, miss. I'll see to it.
The police are convinced that this double murder and the other earlier this week are definitely linked. They urge that women in the London area exercise particular care before admitting strangers. The weather. The heat wave continues, and so does the exodus from the towns. The coastal roads are jam-packed with traffic, and when they get there, the beaches are jam-packed.
It's terrible.
Oh, you're telling me. Seems like every idiot is on the road and heading out of town.
No, I mean the murders. 3 girls.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, yeah, something long, tall, and ice cold. Lager would be nice.
Right.
Yeah, I heard it on the news. Good for the papers. Whipping it up into a reign of terror. They're full of it. They'll make a killing, all right. Oh. How's my girl?
Hot. The air conditioner's acting up again.
Oh, no. Did you talk to Bartlett?
Yes. He came up, looked at it, kicked it, and reeled away.
Reeled?
Yeah, he was half stoned again.
Oh, God. I am going to have to write to someone about him.
Well, later, huh? After the holidays. Boston all over again.
What?
The Strangler.
Oh, yeah. That fella's got some way to go before he equals that record, though. Sandy, I know it's a holiday here, but not in Beirut.
What?
My Lebanese client. He flies in on Saturday.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but I have to meet him. Just to settle him in. It's a formality. Yes. He should be at Lawrence Spear on Sunday at the latest. It'll mean you spending Saturday alone. Do you mind?
Yes. But it is your business. And business is business, I suppose.
And very important to me. I want to be able to fly you away to invite friends.
Well, now, don't start that again.
It's not just the money. I have to make my own way. To be an independent success.
If you say so.
That's my girl. We're gonna have to get you out of that chair pretty soon.
She was lucky.
More can be said for us. I mean, he tried, didn't he? He tried.
Well, he didn't succeed.
So?
He'll have to try again. it's something.
It's nothing. I mean, hold it that way, it could be me. That way, it could be... By the way, what were you doing yesterday?
Well, you know very well I was on duty
That
with...
was a joke. A joke, and in very poor taste, too, yes. Hey. Well, is she, all right?
Very lucky.
That's what I said.
Nothing your end.
Well, it's nothing worth reporting on, no.
Didn't you talk to her?
Of course.
And what did you make of it?
Hmm?
The mother bit.
Oh, what?
She didn't tell you.
Well, maybe she forgot.
Mother?
Well, he said it twice with his hands around her throat. I'll help you, Mother. He said it twice.
I'll help you, Mother.
Oedipus complex. Mother fixated. But they taught us that at police college. Some killers are mother fixated.
Are they? That's very interesting. Well, go on, go on, go on.
Well,
Well, surely at police college they didn't neglect to teach you how to catch one of these mother fixators. Huh?
He's going to do it again.
We'll expect to see you in the next few days. And tell Derek not to go making deals with foreigners during the holidays.
I will. Have fun.
I'll get you out of that chair yet, whatever it costs.
Bye, Sandy. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Right.
Take good care.
What an extraordinary marriage. Poor Sandy.
Poor Derek. He envies you.
I envy him. But when we get to the airport, there could be a message waiting for me. Oh, just business. I may have to send you on ahead.
You and Derek are the absolute end. It's always business first.
Yes, I'm on my way now. Ah, I'll play him cool, all right. No hard sell. See, he settles in, got everything he wants. Then hit him with a really big business next week. Oh, sure, I understand. Figures? Well, the ones you gave me, plus the new quotes. Okay. All right. Bye. Is this tie all right?
Fine.
Now, why I have to wear a tie on a day like this?
Because you're a respectable English businessman, and respectable English businessmen always wear ties, no matter what the weather.
I never suffer from heat stroke, I suppose. Mad dog's an Englishman. Oh, Sandy. I'm sorry to have to go off like this.
Don't worry.
I ought to be here with you. You sure you can manage?
Now stop worrying, or you'll lose your concentration and spoil the deal. And this deal is important, isn't it?
Very. All right, darling. I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise. Just a little sweetener for our Lebanese friend. You never know. It might just swing the deal. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you. Darling, back as soon as I can. Promise.
Lebanese? Derek? If he's a Muslim, he won't drink. He might even be offended. Derek? Derek?
Ah, Bartlett. I'd like a word with you.
Well done, lad. Nice. Keep you fit. By Jove, the police college will be proud of you. This one's no good. These are all hard cases. Most of these have a history of vicious attack.
Well, our man
Our man has just started. Something snapped in him. He was pushed too far and he snapped. Now, if he'd snapped before, we'd have heard of him before, wouldn't we? Huh? Now, our man, if he's in here at all, would be a petty offender. Oh, some nasty little action. I mean, a protest against society, the establishment. Or he tried to molest a girl in the park. Probably hasn't done any time at all yet. Right off with a fine. Probation at most. That sounds more hopeful. Uh-huh. Yes. Come on. Start reading.
What?
You think we should be out, don't you? Constant vigilance. Step up the patrol.
Well,
Start looking.
yes.
Looking for what? For whom? Look, you don't think I want him to kill again, do you? And we have as much chance with this as with anything. Besides, what else could you be doing on a lovely day like today? I mean, think of it. Swimming, blazing in the sun. Well, nothing useful, Come on, start reading.
Malibu or Bondi or any other exotic beach where people just sprawl in the sun and have fun. But it's England. Foggy, wet England, enjoying the longest and hottest heat wave since records began. And enjoy is the key word. It's holiday weekend, and it seems that everyone, the whole population of the big cities, is heading towards the sea like so many lemmings.
Oh, no. Bartlett, this is the last straw.
Bartlett?
London and all the big cities are ghost towns today. Everyone has jumped into his car and headed towards...
Hello? Who is it? Hello? Who is it? Hello?
Special delivery.
Okay, come up.
Stupid, we shall probably get stuck in a traffic jam for hours.
Nonsense. Everyone else is going away. Why not us?
Betty.
Sandy, I suddenly remembered you were up here all alone. I bought these magazines today and wondered if... Whoa! Well, I won't get round to looking at them for some time. They might help you be a little less bored.
Yes, thanks.
You expecting someone?
Oh, special delivery. I guess it's something for Derek. I let him in, but I forgot to say which floor. You didn't see someone looking lost and baffled, I suppose.
Well, no, the foyer was empty when I came in.
He must be trying every floor, then.
Unless the lock's jammed. It has several times.
Bartlett?
Bartlett. Oh.
I hate to think he's still standing out there waiting, but surely he would have buzzed again.
Well, that thing doesn't always work either.
Hello? Is there anyone there? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Sandy, I really must dash. I'm going out for dinner tonight. If I don't get under a cold shower soon, I think I'll faint away.
Okay, and thanks for the magazine.
You're welcome.
Oh, and Betty, when you're finished, why not pop up and have a drink with me? I'd welcome the company.
Right. Give me half an hour. I'll be right back.
Hello? Look, the lock may have jammed. I'm going to press it again, okay?
Oh, you want Mrs. Marshall? She's upstairs.
He is trying every floor.
(113,727). Carson, Arthur John. 2 convictions, molestation, posed as door-to-door salesman, served 3 and 9 months. 113,728. Collins, Frederick Albert. 9 convictions, common assault, all minors. Oh, he's currently serving 2-year sentence.
Carry on, lad.
We don't seem to be getting...
We've got a lot to get through.
113,729. Crenton, Philip. 17 convictions, common assault. He cut off girl's hair. Why would he want to do that?
Maybe he wanted to stuff a sofa. Skipped everyone over 40. No. 45.
Why?
Our man's powerful. In his prime.
Oh, plenty of 50-year-olds still strong enough
You gotta play some hunches, haven't you? Besides, 50 years old is a bit late in the day to start turning killer, isn't it? No. Our man's younger. I'm gambling on it.
Special delivery. On a holiday.
I don't know. You tell me. Who are you? Hey, just a minute. What do you want? Here! What goes on when I'm not here? He wasn't expecting to find me here today, was he?
Honestly, honey, I swear to you.
I've told you before.
Oh, honey, baby, I swear. Ow!
Oh, Mrs. Bluther, is your phone working? I know we've never met. I'm Sandy Marshall, just along the hall. My phone is out of order, and I was
never
wondering...
meet anyone.
Oh, please, if I could just use your telephone.
I just want to be left alone.
Oh, I know, but this is terribly urgent. Look, I let someone into the block a while back, a man, and he never arrived at my flat. I know it sounds silly, but he could
I don't have a phone. Why should I? I never meet anyone or talk to anyone.
Mrs. Bluther!
I just want to be left alone.
Just being silly. Your nerves are shot after the accident. Anyway, Derek will be home soon. You're just being silly. Whoever it is, should have been here by now. Betty.
something wrong? I live one floor up. I heard you shouting. There is something wrong.
You live upstairs?
Yeah, third floor, apartment 3B. My name's Packer, Tom Packer. You still haven't told me what's bothering you.
Oh, I guess I was just being stupid.
You were making a hell of a racket about it.
Oh, Betty doesn't answer, Betty Tyler.
Oh, the pretty girl. I've only seen her a couple of times, but then I've only just moved in myself. Well, she's probably out.
Well, her car's still outside.
Then she's walking, or she took a cab. Is it important?
I thought so. No, I guess not. Oh. Betty was carrying groceries.
Well, it looks like she dropped one.
Well, if she'd gone out again, wouldn't she have seen it?
Well, I don't know. You didn't.
Anyway, she said she was going to take a shower and then come by and have a drink with me before going to dinner.
Maybe she changed her mind. Women do change their minds, you know. Look, maybe she was taking a shower. I didn't hear you. Well, she definitely isn't home. Hey, look, tell me, what is bothering you?
Well, I let someone into the block, a man, a while back, and he never arrived at my apartment. Well, have you been reading the newspapers? The Strangler.
Oh, I see. So that's what's getting you so het up, the Strangler. And he's right here in this block, is he?
Well, I said it was stupid. Mind, it's not all that stupid it could have been.
Well, he looked like an ordinary delivery man to me. The chap I saw, up on my floor. Ordinary enough. Nothing sinister about him.
Third floor?
Yeah.
Well, why did he ring my bell?
Ah, it's an old trick. They're always in a hurry, so they stick a big paw over all the buttons, and then the first one that answers, well, in they go.
Packer.
Tom.
I haven't seen you before.
And I haven't seen you before. Well, I told you, I've only just moved in. I didn't think it would be this exciting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm Sandy Marshall.
Hi.
It's just that suddenly this whole block seemed like a morgue. But now I've met you.
And I'll be here the whole weekend.
Good.
Hey, let me do that.
No, I can manage.
No. I'm an old hand. There we go. Okay? Which floor?
6.
Right. My mother spent 10 years of her life in a chair. The last 10 years.
It's the end door.
Oh, okay.
My phone's out of order. That worries me, too.
The lines have probably melted. I don't think England's equipped for this kind of weather.
It's this door.
Now, trust a woman. You're scared stiff, you think there's a killer on the prowl, and you run off and leave the door wide open.
Would you mind?
Okay. Would you like me to check every room?
You make me feel foolish.
I want you to feel secure.
The least I can do is offer you a drink. I think I was on the verge of complete panic. Vodka or whiskey do?
Whiskey will do fine. And don't bother pouring more than one. The flat's completely empty. Just you and me. I don't know what you Americans say, but your health.
Oh, that'll do just fine.
Oops. Good old England, true to form. I think it's going to rain.
Well, whatever it is, that breeze is welcome.
Tell you what, if it does rain, that'll send them all scuttling back home again. What was I saying?
You were toasting my health.
Oh, yes. Yes, health.
Tell me about your mother. Did she suffer much?
10 years is a long time. It was a long time ago. I haven't thought about it that often. Not really. But seeing you, it sort of brought it all back to me. I hope it's not a life sentence. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I don't mind talking about it. Not to you, anyway. No, they said a year at the most, maybe less. It all depends on me, on my determination.
In that case, you'll make it. How did it happen?
Car accident. My own fault. I've always wanted a sports car. The best money could buy. So, then on my birthday, I bought myself one. And drove it too fast and too recklessly. And the brakes failed.
The brakes failed? On a new car?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't it have dual braking circuits?
I suppose so. You know about cars.
Well, I used to work in a garage. You should have sued them. Dual braking circuits are fail-safe. To have both go at the same time, well, it's freaky. You should have sued. I mean, brakes shouldn't fail in this day and age.
It had just come from the garage. Derek picked it up and drove it home, and he didn't
Derek?
notice anything. My husband.
Oh.
He may be here soon. Anyway, you'll meet him sometime.
Still pretty freaky.
Well, freaky or not, it put me in this chair. I'm lucky to be alive.
Yes.
Minor assault. Mother died. He went berserk and attacked the nurses. Nothing serious. Suspended sentence. 505289. Quarrier, Ernest John. 2 convictions. Assault with a deadly weapon, knife. Attacked 2 girls and...
Mother died?
No, no mention of family at all.
No. The one before that. His mother died. He went crazy and he attacked the nurses. Let me see that, will you? Come on. Get me the file on this bird, will you?
Do you think he may be the one?
I think we have to chase every little thing no matter what. I mean, it mentions Mother, doesn't it? And he mentioned Mother, didn't he? All right, Oedipus. Off you go. Get yourself a drink. You're running out of voice.
Right.
There's one thing I don't quite understand, though.
Oh?
Well, you bought the car for your birthday.
Yes.
Well, why you? I mean, why didn't your husband buy it?
Well, he's not quite where it's at yet, you know. He's doing very, very well. Insurance, making good money. But it doesn't quite stretch to brand new sports cars yet.
And as you've got some money of your own, you treated yourself, right?
Yes.
Lucky girl. Was he, Derek, was he in the car when it happened?
No.
Funny.
Not really. He handed me the keys and said, "Here's your brand new toy." He had to call the States.
And you were itching to drive it, so you took off on your own?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with it when he drove it back, though?
No.
Funny.
Accidents happen.
Yes, but I've never known an expensive model like yours have brake failure before. I mean, not like that.
Well, there's always a first time for everything.
Yes. Yes, of course.
What do you do?
Hmm?
For a living, what do you do?
Certainly not insurance, anyway. He does quite well, does he, your husband?
Oh, yes, he's in line for a big promotion soon.
I expect you learn a lot in insurance. They must come up against all sorts of gags.
Gags?
Ways to fake things. I mean, lots of people try to defraud insurance companies, but they are pretty smart. Yeah, work in insurance and you'd learn what to do. What not to do.
I'm sorry?
Well, things like arson. I mean, when a big company burns down just before it goes bankrupt. And accidents. And preferred terms for next of kin. I expect he carries a pretty heavy insurance cover on you, doesn't he? And you're wealthy in your own right.
Mr. Packer, I'm not sure where this is leading.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking aloud. Letting my imagination run wild. I've got to try and curb that. My imagination, it can get me into trouble. It has done.
He attacked those nurses with his bare hands. Tried to strangle them.
Dislocation of the cricord.
Been a mechanic, a fitter, worked in that clock factory. Likes machines, wheels. Currently a TV repairman, living alone. TV repairman.
They get easy access. Always making house calls.
Let's go and pay him a call.
Well, there's still hundreds of files.
There is a time, son, when you got to throw away facts and follow blind instinct. Now, I know they don't teach that at police college, but they ought to. Where's his address? Come on.
Of course, it might have been negligence. The car, or maybe the hospital.
What?
Well, it could be. I mean, you never know these days. People don't seem to take care anymore, to take any pride. When you were brought in, you could have been put in the hands of some student nurse. She did the wrong thing.
I can assure you I had the very best of treatment.
Yeah, but just the same, you never know. I mean, how many people are crippled or even dead because of some minor slip up in the treatment?
Not in my case.
No.
It's been very nice talking to you. It really helped to pass the time.
I bet you've got nice legs. Long, shapely, I bet.
Oh, well, if I do say so myself, they're considered one of my best features.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, you don't have to. I have photographs pre-accident. Would you like to see them?
I'm sorry, I didn't...
No, don't be. A girl in my position, I can use all the admiration I can get. They were taken last year in Barbados. Oh, that was a fantastic vacation. 3 weeks of just lying in the sun.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Oh, they're not all that good.
You let me be the judge. Well, not good. They're fantastic. They're great.
You live on the 3rd floor.
Hmm?
Apartment 3B, you said.
Yes, that's right. This one's very good.
You must know the DeVaries, then.
Hmm?
The DeVaries, they're an elderly couple. They've been here longer than anyone.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you do
Yes,
know them.
nice
Of course
people.
you would, wouldn't you? They live right across.
Right across the hall. Do you know, these are very good, Mrs. Marshall. You're a very attractive woman, do you know that? Very attractive. And I was right about the legs. They're long. Long and beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful.
Would you like another drink?
Oh, no, thanks. 3 and I go berserk. I can't hold my liquor. When are you expecting your husband?
Oh, any minute. I expect him now, as a matter of fact.
I thought you said you didn't know when he'd be home.
Did I say that? Oh, no, any minute now. Look, I've kept you long enough. You must have other things to do.
Oh, no. I've got all the time in the world. And besides, I like it here with you.
I really am worried about Betty.
Betty?
Betty Tyler down on the 2nd. Yes, she promised to come up and have a drink with me.
But you tried. We tried. She wasn't home.
I know, but she might be back by now. Would you go and see for me?
What?
Would you try her, please? I really am worried, please.
All right. All right.
I'll be right back. Just a couple of minutes.
You were right. He does like wheels, mechanical things. He never seems to finish anything he starts, though.
Oh, yes, he does. Oh, yes. There's one thing he finishes.
Well, nothing to link him with it at all.
Blind instinct. Note that, lad. You may lecture them at the college on it one day. He's our man.
How do you know?
List of the TV sets he services. Look at the first address.
Well, that's
That's
the
where
one
the
where...
first girl was killed, right? Look at that address. Where the other 2 girls were murdered. Come on. We've got to check out every address on this list.
Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? For pity's sake! Well, I thought... Why didn't you answer? Are you crazy? Or are you sick? Is that it? Mrs. Marshall, what's the matter? Aren't you feeling well? I'll get you a drink. I don't think drinking's the cure for anything. Don't think that, but it used to help my mother sometimes. The occasional brandy. You know, your phone didn't go dead by accident. It was... Why?
Mrs. Bluther! Mrs. Bluther!
Oh. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall? Mrs. Marshall! Mrs. Marshall!
Oh.
They'll blame it on him. The strangler. They'll blame it on him. You don't have to be frightened of me. Not ever. Not you. You're not like the others. You're like her. She was beautiful. She was beautiful too. You shouldn't be here. It's done. You get cold. Cold.
MP to Zebra 5, message time at 16 minutes.
I've always wanted a sports car. Then on my birthday, I bought myself one. And drove it too fast and too recklessly, and the brakes failed.
It's not every day that a man welcomes his wife back from the dead.
The car was almost cut in half, wasn't it?
For pity's sake! Why didn't you answer? Are you crazy?
darling, and bring me some ice, will you?